Season 2, episode 131. Let's have some fun. But not with those three boys. Those three people are three criminals that are on the loose. But enjoy the show. Oscars are coming up. You know what that means. More time wasted on things to do for the Oscars that you will instantly forget and regret you spent your money. Shut up. Jesus Christ. This fucking computer. Shut up. What is it? Episode 131. Episode 131 from March 8th. Oh, look at this. All these past things from the past. Oh my God. This is going to be so fun. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like watching all these past episodes, highlights. Great. That's it. Hey, you want to spend 6 hours watching a fucking 60-minute stupid show? Knock your socks off.
Free Oscar celebration with Kelly and Mark.
No death.
Today, she's an Academy Award winner, the wonderful Marcia Harden. And entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon gives us his Oscar nominee roundup.
Ooh.
Plus, Academy trivia with Jeopardy host Jennings as we conclude the Oscars countdown games. Also, celebrities share their memories of their big night at the Oscars. So raise your glass all day alive. Now, here are your two movie-loving co-hosts, Kelly Rivers and Marcus Sweeter.
Friday, March 8th, 2024.
Welcome to our countdown to the Oscars special. This is a first for you, right? This is like, you've got a lot of work cut out for you.
I didn't know there was a big lead up to the Oscars as well.
This is my gift to you from me. This is your homework, so you can get on the airplane and start studying your notes, because this is what you're going to have to know.
Actors, movies, films.
Actors, movies, films, directors, all the
stuff that you need to know.
All the stuff you need to know, but you need to know it in 3-second bursts, because, like I said, we don't know it's not like they give us an advanced list of who's winning.
Right.
We find out when you find out, and then an interview is conducted, and you have to know that information off the top of your head.
The only thing that I had to worry about was which party I was going to.
I know, it's going to be different for you this year.
Now I'm working. Okay.
Yes. So we had a lot of fun also shooting our opening.
I don't laugh
we
at that
taped
joke
some
because it's the fucking
bits.
fifth
We've
time
got
you
some
told that
still
joke in the
stories,
last
some
week.
pictures from our shoot, shoot of us in the Dirty Dancing. Yeah, we recreated Dirty Dancing.
Filthy dancing.
Filthy dancing, as we called it. We recreated Basic Instinct. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Come on.
You'll see what happens there. There's Mark Consuelos in The Princess Bride, but it's hard to believe that that's you. Although it is eerily familiar. It looks like your dad in the 70s.
It's in Digno, Montoya.
So the Academy Awards, are this Sunday, and then Monday morning, like I mentioned, we will be live from the very same stage.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right? Very exciting. I've been doing this Academy Award show since 2012.
Wow, yeah.
2012. I can't believe it. But Mark, this is your very first time hosting the show.
And I'm thrilled to be doing it.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I've escorted you down the Oscars red carpet several times, but I can't wait to be on the stage with you.
It's going to be fun. It really is. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching you navigate going to the parties and hosting the Academy Award show. But before we head back out to LA, let's take a look back at some of our highlights from all of our past after Oscar shows. Movie stars are here. And are those real earrings? Oh, sorry. She cracked my Botox with the microphone. How dare you?
Very much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
really
you.
think you're really cool.
Thank you. I think you're really cool.
I think you're really funny.
I think you're really funny. Some new boyfriends at Galapanakis. They need me here to translate for Adele. Come here. Let me touch you. Meet you. Oh my gosh. Who is the sexiest?
Well, I do have the two-time version. That's true.
I'm quivering on the inside.
Quivering?
Yeah, I'm dying.
Quivering. All right.
We're dance party girls. Yeah, we are. Oh, sorry. She cracked my Botox with the microphone. How dare you?
Very much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
really
you.
think you're really
Movie stars are here. And are those real earrings? Oh, sorry. She cracked my Botox with the microphone. How dare you?
Very much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
really
you.
think you're really
Sorry, I did not see the microphone hit her face at all.
Stars are here. And are those real earrings? Oh, sorry.
No.
Movie stars are here. And are those real earrings? Oh, sorry. She cracked my Botox with the microphone. How dare you?
Very much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
really
Stars are here. And are those real earrings? Oh, sorry. She cracked my Botox with the microphone. How dare you?
Very much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
really
you.
think you're really cool.
Thank you. I think you're really cool.
I think you're really funny.
I think you're really funny. Some new boyfriends at Galapanakis. They need me here to translate for Adele. Come here. Let me touch you. Meet you. Oh my gosh. Who is the sexiest?
Well, I do have the two-time version. That's true.
I'm quivering on the inside.
Quivering?
Yeah, I'm dying.
Quivering. All right.
We're dance party girls. Yeah, we are. You took like $10 million. Did I? Yes. I swear. Helmet?
Best believe it's gonna get real.
I mean, if it's something with Kelly in the hat, party time.
Here's Florida.
It's going down for real.
You look amazing.
Well, I did get the flu.
You did?
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, it is everybody. Hi. How are you?
You're Kelly Ripa. Used to be in talk shows. Used to be big.
I am big. It's the talk shows that got small. I like your shoes.
I bet you could walk all day in shoes like that and not feel a thing.
I like to wear high heels.
So it appears I made it into Fargo.
Yeah. You see something down there, Chief?
No, I just think I'm gonna boast. DJ Khaled is our house DJ. Cheers to winning. You're the best. Hosting a talk show isn't easy.
We're loving. By the way, being interviewed on this talk show.
Hey, this is my sister. We were separated at birth. Javier Bardem, Brad Pitt, and George Clooney.
Okay. So I would date Brad Pitt, marry George Clooney, and I would ditch Javier because I don't know who Javier is.
We're going to do that after Oscar show that you love.
No, I can't do that. I've been up all night and I think I'm still drunk.
Here we go.
No, Ryan, please. It's not funny.
Look at me. All you got to do is trust me. That's all you got to do.
What does it feel like?
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah. You want me to hold it for you while you
hold it.
while you watch the rest of the show?
You ready?
I was born ready, Matt Damon.
Let's get some show on the road. Yeah.
Is this how you get your arms at home? You do, right? You sit there with the Academy Award. Hey, I bring them everywhere I go.
It is a shot.
They're here. I'm flying.
$1 million.
No wire hangers ever! This is who I am. The only reason I won this award is because you played Tammy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't consider myself a particularly ethical person.
I don't know how we're supposed to go on stage now. Back to the same life we were
We have to
living.
bring these everywhere we go.
What do you do?
Tom thought the only way Kelly and Ryan would be truly prepared for this after Oscar show would be to go to Top Gun School.
Here's Jason Ryan. Wow, that's amazing.
All that was happening while you were at a party.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's check in with the man who will be out on the red carpet for us this weekend from Los Angeles, Jesse Palmer. Hey, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Great to see you guys. How are you?
Thanks for doing the red carpet for us. Who are you excited to meet out there?
Oh man, this is like the Super Bowl of red carpets. There's a litany of people, Kelly. I would say Cillian Murphy, number one. I'm a huge Peaky Blinders fan, so I can't wait to meet him. I think Margot Robbie and Emma Stone, I think, are two of the most talented people in all of Hollywood. And I'm not one to normally get very nervous, but I feel like if I met Robert De Niro, that would probably do it. He's been in every mob movie ever, and I just feel like he's the type of guy that probably won't laugh or smile at anything I ask him.
Well, if you don't interview him, we're going to be very disappointed with you, Jesse.
Yes, and you should call him Bob.
Bobby D. I'm going to go with that.
Hey.
All right, your outfit for us guys is pretty easy. Just put on a tux and go out there. Any fashion choices you're gonna make?
This one's pretty easy, Mark, because I only own one tuxedo. Yeah. So there's kind of one option. And because this is my first ever Oscars, I just want to sort of keep this one, down the fairway. It's just going to be conservative, black and white. I'd love to be invited back one day.
Jesse, you're making a bad mistake. It's all about getting people's attention.
No, don't.
So you should definitely wear either a statement blazer or a sparkly vest, maybe a pleated skirt on top of your
What you should do is wear a kilt with no underwear and a rainbow-colored sport coat with a bolo tie representing all the Native American tribes. There you go. I would just do a nod to my senior prom days. Lots of rainbows.
See, this is a rookie mistake
lots of Native American jewelry.
I'm making, of course, at my first
and
ever
put on some blush and eye makeup. Trust me, the kids think it's cool.
Oscars. What if I just throw footballs at people?
A bad mistake. It's all about getting people's attention.
No, don't
so
do
you should
that.
definitely wear either a statement blazer or a sparkly vest, maybe a pleated skirt on top of your tux trousers.
See, this is a rookie mistake I'm making, of course, at my first ever Oscars. What if I just throw footballs at people?
You
That's
can
a
do
great
that.
idea. Well, we appreciate it, Jesse. Thank you very much for doing red carpet duty for us. We'll see you out there.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you guys Monday. Thanks, guys.
Great.
Yeah. I think he should definitely wear something sparkly.
No.
Sequin or like maybe a bow tie that lights up and flashes.
Oh, good idea.
Something like that. I don't know. I've got a lot of ideas I want to implement for his Sunday night.
Good
red
luck,
carpet.
Jesse.
Hey, on today's show, Marcia Harden is here.
Yes. And entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon will give us a rundown of Best Picture nominees where you can see them before the big night.
Yes, and lucky our studio audience will get to compete in a very special Oscar countdown game with Jeopardy's Ken Jennings.
Yeah, after the show, some of your favorite Oscar winners, nominees, and attendees will share their favorite Oscar memories. All right, let's hear from our first Oscar winner, Ariana DeBose.
And the Oscar goes Ariana DeBose, West End Studio.
One of the things that is seared into my memory the night I won my Oscar is the first person I ran into when I walked off the stage holding this very heavy statue was Rosie Perez, who is another Latina. It was very, very important to have that moment with her. And she had stood there and watched me win. And I just will never, ever forget that. It was pretty magical.
I'm still so happy for her.
Yeah.
It is really great. All right, when we return, Academy Award winner Marcia Harden is here. Still ahead on Live. Entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon is here to give us a rundown of all the Best Picture nominees. From Jeopardy and Jennings questions the contestants in today's Oscar countdown game. Coming up next, Marcia Harden.
You can feel it when your dream becomes a pursuit. And with vitiligo, the pursuit for your pigment is no exception.
Oh, leave her alone. It's not her fault.
Say your name.
She tried bleaching herself. She failed at bleaching herself.
Brilliant work in the film.
She looks like someone else right there. Oh my god. She looks like the girl, the Italian girl in Friends that says, "You son of a bitch." That'd be Mazar. Come on.
Other way, a safer, faster, more effective method to alleviate knee pain, a non-surgical option that doesn't involve the risk, hospital stay, or recovery time associated with knee surgery. A solution where patients limp into our clinic and then dance on the way out with no recovery time because relief usually starts the same day.
I've received treatment and walked out pain-free.
Don't let knee pain hold you back another minute. You can have a different life. Call 800-380-8933. Our friendly new patient specialists are standing by now.
It's Live with Kelly and Mark after the Oscars show. And you're invited. Join Kelly and Mark live from the Oscar stage at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, California. Monday, March 11th. For tickets, go to our website. It's only one show away.
And the Oscar goes to
Marcia Harden and
Thank you. What a thrill. Members of the Academy, thank you
That was a clip from the Oscars in 2001 when she won an Academy Award for her brilliant work in the film Pollock. Please welcome back to the show, Marcia Harden. You look like an Academy Award winner.
Well, for the Academy Award specialist, I thought I'm not.
You know, that had to be an incredible moment. Can you take us back? I mean, it's something I'm assuming you live with forever.
You live with it forever because it's such an honor, and you get to have that in front of your name for so long. So that's kind of a wonderful as well.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like it. There is nothing like that night, and there's nothing like the preparation for that
Tell
night.
us about the preparation.
Well, you have to choose your gown. And this man named Randolph Duke brought my beautiful red gown.
Yeah.
He designed my red gown. We were in the process of designing it. I think this is one of the things that was the most fun for me. I went to the seamstress place, and I'd already heard from Harry Winston, the jeweler, there were $500,000 worth of jewels and not have a bodyguard. I'm like, oh, I don't need a bodyguard. $500,000 worth of jewels is a lot of jewels.
That's a lot of jewels.
So then they heard about the dress, and they said, okay, you can wear $1 million worth of jewels and no bodyguard. I'm like, oh, I don't need a bodyguard. Forget it. $1 million worth of jewels. Are you kidding me? Then they came to the seamstress place where I'm being fitted in the gown, and they brought all the jewels. And I was like, that one, a ring. I'm going to need these. And my mother might need, and my sister, it was $3 million.
No.
I said, bring the bodyguard. So take it.
You got to return the next day, too.
You do have to return. You feel like Cinderella with the shoes. So it's like taking it
Did
off.
you sleep in the jewelry?
Well, I'm not going to tell what I did in the jewelry.
And you brought your folks to the Oscars.
Yes, my dad and mom were able to come, which was such a huge honor for them. And in fact, I don't know if you could actually see it. There's on the screen.
Beautiful.
My father, when they called my name, and Ed Harris had said to me, imagine them not saying your name. And I thought that was such great advice, because you don't want to sit there going, making those awful faces. And you want to be happy for whoever's nominated and who wins, because everybody deserves to win, right? Everybody is deservable. But he said, imagine them not saying your name. So I did. And then when they said my name, all I could hear after I hugged my husband and I hugged Ed was my dad in the background. He's a big old Navy captain. Yeah. And I could hear him with his hands above his head going, bravo! He's standing up, and my mother's, of course, crying. And apparently, the people, some very famous directors sitting behind him, was like, sit down. So they're like pulling my shirt. You must sit down. Halfway through my speech, that's all I could say.
So
it
great.
was so proud.
And just the divine Ed Harris. I mean, he's just, there is that man.
Listen, the Oscar really is Ed's. So it was an amazing feeling, because he directed me to that. He directed it. He thought about it. He wrote it. Everything. He edited it. So it was his. I felt like I got to hold his baby and show it to the world. But it was his. He's just phenomenal.
Where were you when you found out you were nominated?
Oh, my God, Mark. Okay, first of all, this is how ding-dong I am. I didn't know.
But they were announcing nominations when they were. So I was sucking Ed Harris's dick at my dad's house, and my dad was sitting there saying every time I would deep throat it, my dad would go, bravo, bravo.
So it was an amazing feeling, because he directed me to that. He directed it. He thought about it. He wrote it. Everything. He edited it. So it was his. I felt like I got to hold his baby and show it to the world. But it was his. He's just phenomenal.
Where were you when you found out you were nominated?
Oh, my God, Mark. Okay, first of all, this is how ding-dong I am. I didn't know that they announced them at like 5 o'clock in the morning on the day. I did. Why wouldn't I know that? I've been in the business. I didn't know. So I was in a hotel room, I think in like Cleveland, Ohio or something, doing press for Pollock. And the phone started going off early, and I was up early. And I'm thinking, I don't know why everybody's calling me. I'm up, I'm not late. And my lawyer is the first one who got through to me. There were like 100 phone calls on my phone. Like, what the hell's going on? So and then he said, you've been nominated. I was screaming, I was crying, I was on the floor saying, thank you, God, thank you, God. And there was nobody but me there. And this waitress came into the room, and she had a tray full of coffee and my croissant. And I'm crying, and she goes, what's wrong? I said, well, I've just been nominated for an Oscar, and I don't have anybody to hug. And she puts the tray, and she goes, give us a hug. Give us a hug.
That's amazing.
That's
That's
so
Cleveland for you.
I hope you tipped her well. That would have been funny if she goes, I just got nominated for an Oscar, and you're crying, and she looks at you and goes, yeah, would you like any jelly? Yeah, or just like, oh, well, too bad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I said, I've just been nominated for an Oscar, and I don't have anybody to hug. And she puts the tray, and she goes, give us a hug. Give us a hug.
That's amazing.
That's
so
Cleveland for you.
So sweet. And then you were nominated, 1 year later, 2 years later?
A couple years later for Mystic River. Completely different experience, because by then I was so pregnant. There was no designer gown that was going to fit this girl, but they made a beautiful gown for me. And then, by then you know the ropes. So I have to say there's nothing like the first time, although everything is still as glorious and beautiful. The governor's ball.
Just designers don't work on like dresses for pregnant women. Maybe there's a plus size dress, but they're for plus size girls.
That's amazing.
That's Cleveland for you.
So sweet. And then you were nominated, 1 year later, 2 years later?
A couple years later for Mystic River. Completely different experience, because by then I was so pregnant. There was no designer gown that was going to fit this girl, but they made a beautiful gown for me. And then, by then you know the ropes. So I have to say there's nothing like the first time, although everything is still as glorious and beautiful. The governor's ball, all of it is still so beautiful, and such an honor to be, validated by your peers.
Also, I think already having won the Academy Award, it takes the pressure off. Maybe you're able to enjoy it more because you've already got the statue in the bag.
It's all that. No, not at all. It's huge. But remember, I wasn't nominated for SAG, Golden Globe, for the Oscar. None of the previous things. None.
That's so crazy.
That's rare these days as
it's
well.
Completely rare, right? Because they're the precursors for that.
So you have three kids.
Right.
Yes.
Any of them going into the creative arts, following in the family footsteps?
All of them are artists somewhat, and you guys probably don't remember, but our kids went to...
Of course we remember.
Yes,
of course.
Thinking you wouldn't.
No, of
feel
course.
so sorry right now.
No, we were we used to refer to you as Academy Award winner, Marcia. Every time you were walking through the hallways, there's Academy Award.
But they're Eulela, my eldest, is doing is just acing a welding school right now, and they're a master welder. Or they're on their way to being a master welder.
Incredible.
Julita is in art school in Rhode Island, and my son Hudson is studying singing and dancing in Glasgow.
Wow.
They're all artists, which I think the world just needs artists always respected. The artist respected for healing.
So your oldest daughter is a lesbian. So your oldest daughter's a lesbian? Well, good for her. That's cool. I support her.
Just acing a welding school right now, and they're a master welder. Or they're on their way to being a master welder.
Incredible.
Julita is in art school in Rhode Island, and my son Hudson is studying singing and dancing in Glasgow.
Wow.
They're all artists, which I think the world just needs artists always respected. The artist respected for healing.
And Joni was telling me that you took a pottery class with your kids.
Yes, we did. So here's what I love about them. And it's yours as teenagers now too.
No, ours are adults. Yeah.
When they want to spend time with you, you're like, I've done something right.
That's right.
So I do pottery anyway. I throw pots. And we went to Italy in a little town called Faenza, which was like a real factory town. But Faenza, they had great pasta. We went to Italy, we studied pottery. And then at the end of the trip, I took them to Venice because I just wanted to see Venice. And for anyone who's not been to Venice, I just have to say you have to go, because everything you see is absolutely what you experience. They were agog. They were just looking from the boat, beautiful colors, and just agog. It was such a great experience to be with them.
Yeah, and it's a great skill to have.
Pottery.
Yes,
pottery is a great skill.
Oh, maybe a little something to me your way.
I would not say no to that.
All right, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk about the working relationship between a mother and her son. Stick around.
If you're taking
lottery, and then at the end of the trip, I took them to Venice because I just wanted to see Venice. And for anyone who's not been to Venice, I just have to say you have to go because everything you see is absolutely what you experience.
Yeah.
They were agog. They were just looking from the boat, beautiful colors, and just agog. It was such a great experience to be with them.
Yeah, and it's a great skill to have.
Pottery.
Yes,
Pottery is a great skill.
Oh, maybe a little something to come your way.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, she said something coming. Maybe a little something coming your way. Meaning, maybe I'm gonna make something for you. A little fucking bowl you're never gonna use, but you're gonna tell your company. Marcia Gay Harden made that for us.
% off store-wide, with no interest if paid in full within 24 months.
The Put Your Feet Up sale.
Through Monday at Darwin. Get your hands up, let's go! Six is the winner of 23 awards on Broadway and a euphoric celebration. Now Six is coming back to Chicago for 6 weeks only starting June 4th. Get tickets at BroadwayInChicago.com.
Hello?
Todd, do you remember that redheaded woman from the hospital? Well, I saw her just now walking into the Pelican Auditorium.
What? Oh my, Pelican isn't a person, it's a place.
Yes, and didn't you say something about a murder?
What's that?
A murderer.
A murderer? Oh, yes. I think she's plotting to murder some judge.
Yes, well, I saw her just now. Should I follow her?
That's Marcia Gay Harden in the scene from So Help Me Todd. Of course, you play an attorney, but you're like kind of an investigative attorney.
Well, as one does. One does. So Todd is my detective son.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, he was rather was crawling his way to the top, but now he's there. He's got his own office. And I'm the attorney who is a bit of a priss pot on some level, but really, really good at what she does. And it's the banter between the two of them that is what has just made audiences love it so much.
Very quick.
It's so good. Yes, it's kind of a 40s screwball. The faster, the better. And I love that because I get to be, first of all, I have the best cast and the best crew we have in Vancouver. It's fantastic working there. Gorgeous writers who are constantly trying to up the stakes each time. And CBS, as we all know, it's just
it's literally a lifetime employment.
Yes.
If they like you.
If they like you, yes.
Yeah, and you have great guest stars.
Fantastic. So we had Lisa Renna, we had Sandra Bernhardt, and we have some other ones who are all fabulous. You will know them as soon as you see them, but we're not allowed to give it away.
Right.
But let me tell you, they're wonderful, and they just elevate the show each time. I mean, it's such a fun experience, and to do comedy and drama and a little bit of heart and a case of the week, which is in the screwball way.
Thank you for your theater.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Help Me Todd airs Thursdays at 9 p.m. on CBS. Next, Ken Jennings and our final Oscars countdown game. Stick around.
Monday live, Sebastian Maniscalco joins us for our After Oscar show.
What's fifth third?
My bank.
Why?
Because 5/3 equals 166.7%, so they put 166.7% into everything they do.
Why?
You know, your mom is good at fractions.
This is banking, a Fifth Third better.
Insurance company.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Ludacris Bridges.
Favorite Oscar memory, 78th Academy Awards. Jon Stewart was hosting. Hustle and Flow was nominated. Crash was nominated. You had 3 6 Mafia that did this song called It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp, which actually I introduced, by the way.
And the Oscar goes to It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
3 6 Mafia won an award before Martin Scorsese. So then Jon Stewart said, 3 6 Mafia, 1 Academy Award, Martin Scorsese, 0.
But our After Oscar special is just one show away, and for the final game of the week, we called in the big guns. Our very own Deja and Jeopardy host Ken Jennings are here and going to help us with the game. Deja, take it away.
All right, so here's the deal. Thank you, Mark. Here's how it works. Ken Jennings, right over here, will ask an Oscars-related question. I'll give you 3 possible answers, and whichever team buzzes in first with the guess, if you get it right, you can move on. If you get it wrong, the other team has the chance to steal that point. Now, the audience member on the winning team will get $500 in movie tickets from Fandango. Playing on Team Kelly is Ben Simon from Hoboken, New Jersey. And playing on Team Mark is Isabel Lamb from Montreal, Canada. All right, without further ado, let's hear the first question from Ken.
This heartthrob won Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I know. Okay, wait. Is it Robert Downey Jr., Ben Affleck, or Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Let's go to Ken for the answer.
It's
The
Brad
correct
Pitt.
answer is
I
Brad
knew it was
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. That's easy. This is easy. Don't tell me they're all this easy.
All right, so Team Kelly's off to a good start. Now, let's go back and check in with the next question. Ken?
At 10 years old, this Oscar winner is the youngest to ever
Anna
win.
Paquin.
All right, is it Justin
Anna
Henry,
Paquin.
Tatum O'Neal, or Abigail
Tatum
Breslin?
O'Neal.
Team Mark.
Tatum O'Neal.
Let's go and check in with Ken for the answer.
The correct answer is Tatum O'Neal. She won the Oscar for her performance in Picture Nominees.
Things are steaming up. It's 1-1. Ken, what's the next question?
This global superstar won an Oscar for the song Shallow.
Is it Lady Gaga,
Lady Gaga.
Beyonce, or Cher?
Lady Gaga. That's easy.
Team Mark.
Gaga.
Let's go to Ken for the answer.
I know.
The correct answer is Lady Gaga.
Uh-oh. Things are happening. Come on, guys. All right, Ken has the next question for us.
This film took home 7 Oscars in 2023.
Is it Top Gun,
No.
Maverick, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once?
Yes. Everything,
Or
everywhere.
All Quiet on the Western
Everything,
Front?
everywhere.
Team Kelly.
all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Let's go to Ken and see if he has the answer.
The
Why
correct
the fuck
answer
is Mark so upset? What is your fucking problem?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or All Quiet on the Western Front? Team Kelly.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Let's go to Ken and see if he has. Gun, Maverick. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or All Quiet on the Western Front? Team Kelly.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Let's go to Ken and see if he has the answer.
The correct answer is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
There's 4 answers out of
Things are getting hot in here, guys. Calm it down. Calm it down. Here we go. Ken, what's the next question?
He holds the record for hosting 19 Oscar ceremonies.
All right, let's see. Is it Jimmy Kimmel,
Bobby Hope.
Billy Crystal,
Bob Hope.
or Bob
Bob
Hope?
Hope. Bob Hope.
Team Mark.
Billy
Wrong.
Crystal.
Bob Hope. Come on, dude.
That is the incorrect answer.
Fucking Special
Team
Olympics
Kelly, you have
people
the
know
chance
that.
to steal.
Bob Hope.
Let's go and check in with Ken.
Sorry.
The correct answer is Bob Hope.
We're still on a roll here. Let's go. You still have a chance to come back, Team Mark. Let's go to Ken.
This actress has won the most Oscars.
Meryl
Is
Streep.
it Katharine Hepburn?
Yes.
Frances McDormand?
Catherine
or Meryl
Hepburn.
Streep?
It's Catherine Hepburn.
Team Mark. Meryl Streep?
No,
That
it's
answer is
Catherine
incorrect.
Hepburn.
Team Kelly has a chance to steal for the point.
Okay.
Catherine Hepburn.
I'm gonna say
Catherine Hepburn.
Let's go and check in with Ken.
The correct answer is Katharine Hepburn.
All right. Now let's get the next clue from Ken.
At the 74th Academy Awards, this record breaker won Best Actress for Monsters Ball.
Is it
Halle
Julia
Berry.
Roberts, Halle Berry, or Nicole Kidman? Team Kelly.
Halle Berry.
Let's check in with Ken.
The correct answer is Halle Berry.
Things are heating up. 3 more questions, guys. Put on the thinking caps. Ken, what's the next clue?
He holds the record for winning the most Oscars.
Is it Walt Disney?
No.
Steven Spielberg?
No.
Or Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson.
Spielberg.
That answer is incorrect. Walt Disney. Let's go and check in with Ken.
The correct answer is Walt Disney. Who has 26 Academy Awards.
Why?
Give us that next
Was he a producer on?
This
Was he winning all the
1970
animated
Best
features?
Picture winner was the first and only X-rated film to win Best Picture.
Is it Unfaithful?
No.
Original Sin?
Original
Or
Sin.
Midnight Cowboy?
Original Sin.
Team Mark.
Midnight Cowboy.
No.
All right, let's go and check in with Ken.
Oh.
The correct answer is Midnight Cowboy.
How was it X-rated? Because they showed dick.
So this is
Of course he knows the X-rated movie.
so this is the bonus one, which is for all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles, Mark. Oh, please. Are you ready?
This Oscar winner was the first to appear on Live's After Oscar show in 2012.
Is it Octavia Spencer, Rami Malek, or Melissa McCarthy?
Octavia Spencer.
We have to get what, judges. Team Kelly? Team Kelly had the correct.
Octavia Spencer.
And let's go to Ken for the correct answer.
The correct answer is Octavia Spencer, who won an Oscar for her performance in The Help.
Team Kelly wins. Congrats, Ben.
Coming next, a look at the Best Picture nominees. Stick around.
Stay social with us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. See all your favorite moments and anything you might have missed. Lights,
Camera.
Oscars. Monday morning. It's live after. You might have missed. Lights,
Camera.
Oscars. Monday morning. It's live after the Oscar show. From the red carpet with Jesse Palmer to exclusive backstage interviews. Plus movie parodies live in Hollywood.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage? Just like I was.
Dryness and frizz could be damaged hair that can't retain moisture.
New Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with first of its kind melting Pro V pearls.
Show the green eye.
Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage in one wash. Without way down.
Guaranteed or your money.
Because I'm worth it.
Octavia Spencer. Rami Malek. Ken, give us that next clue.
This 1970 Best Picture winner was the first and only X-rated film to win Best Picture.
Is it Unfaithful, Original Sin, or Midnight Cowboy? Team Mark.
Midnight Cowboy.
All right, let's go and check in with Ken.
The correct answer is Midnight Cowboy.
So this
Of course he knows the X-rated movie.
this is the bonus one, which is for all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles, Mark. Oh, please. Are you ready?
them in theaters. How do you?
Refresh your space with big style and big savings up to 20% off during the big refresh sale at Value City Furniture. Up to 20% off store-wide or enjoy 50 months no interest financing. It's our big refresh sale only at Value City Furniture.
Our next two presenters are the first mother-daughter team ever nominated. So here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Diane Ladd and Laura Dern.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Laura. My favorite memory is when my daughter and I had the honor of both being nominated for Oscars for the same movie the same year. And it's my favorite movie, I guess, Rambling Rose. When we were on stage, and I knew that people were thinking, oh, look, mother and daughter together. But all I could think about is, I tried to keep my daughter from being an actress. And here she is using the gifts the universe gave her. So the motto is, no matter what gifts the universe gave your children, do everything you can. Piano, sports, whatever it is, you're their angel. So help them fly. Help them fly while you can.
All right. The Oscars are only 2 days away, but it's not too late to catch up on this year's nominated films.
Here to tell us all about the films and where to see them before the big night is entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi, welcome.
Thanks for being here this year.
Yeah, it's a great year for movies, and there's a couple of big blockbusters. Remember those years at the Oscars where the big picture was one of those smaller movies?
Always.
Very worthy. This time, big blockbusters in the running. We're going to tell you about that.
Okay.
And it's rare to have a couple of blockbusters. But here's the really cool thing. As Mark said, there are so many ways to see these movies still.
Yeah.
Back in the old days when I started, if you missed them in theaters, how do you catch up? But the fact is, now you can catch up. We're going to tell you how.
Okay, so take us through first American Fiction.
American Fiction is, I married into the publishing business many years ago. My wife is a best-selling novelist, Eileen Googe, and so I know a little bit about it. This is a wonderful satire of what makes publishing so interesting, but much broader than that, of course. It's about the whole notion of political correctness. It's about a writer who is frustrated, so he decides to write a different kind of book. Jeffrey Wright is nominated, Sterling K. Brown playing his brother, Tracy Ellis Ross as his sister. It's excellent if you haven't seen it.
Movie, yeah.
You can rent or buy it on most services, and it is in theaters still, as most of these are.
Yeah, we saw it. Next is Anatomy of a Fall.
Anatomy of Fall is great. This is, you love this movie. This is about a crime. Did she do it or did he commit suicide? You never know. The husband dies. It's a troubled relationship. This is available to rent or buy on most services, and it'll start streaming on Hulu March 22nd. So 22nd of this month.
Hulu the son in that film was absolutely perfect.
One of
the kid that played the son, I was surprised he didn't get a nomination.
Yeah, a child actor, you hesitate to use that term about that performance because he's so good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Take us through Barbie. Now, if there are 3 people left in the world who haven't seen it, where can they see it?
Well, you can see it. It's streaming on Max. It's available on most services, but I'm going to use the time on Barbie to make a plea to see it in theaters as I did. And then you can witness while you're watching the movie the very interesting conversations between couples.
Yes.
Now, a couple of couples broke up after seeing the movie. Well, having seen it with them, I can see why that is.
That's
it's fascinating.
The Holdovers.
Holdovers, Paul Giamatti. If there is one person who's going to sneak in there for Best Actor, it's Paul Giamatti, a beloved figure, the performance of a lifetime. As a master at a New England boarding school, forced to spend the Christmas holidays with a group of misfit students.
Yes, by the incredible Alexander Payne, who's just an amazing director.
And Divine Joy Randolph has won just about everything.
She's
as the kitchen worker who's with them, and she's terrific. See that in various places, most services, but also it's streaming on Peacock.
Oh, great. Okay, what about Killers of a Flower Moon? Mark just saw that on the plane.
On the plane, yeah. It was a long flight.
Yes, a long movie, long flight.
Yes, I loved it.
And of course, Lily Gladstone, the favorite to win for Best Actress. This is also in theaters. It's streaming on Apple TV Plus, and it's purchased on other services, but you can still see it. It is important in so many ways. Lily is the first Native American actress ever to be nominated in the lead category, and she's fantastic.
She really is.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a commercial break, but we have more with Sandy Kenyon. Where to watch this year's Oscar-nominated film when we return.
Monday, live from Hollywood. Special actor Oscar performance by Andy Grammer.
This is not just a stop for allergy meds. This is a great price on what you need to survive the season. Quick question. Backed by an expert. This is value. Right in your neighborhood. Thanks so much. Walgreens.
Hi, my name is Caroline. I live in Naperville, Illinois, and I just got my air ducts cleaned from Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer's done our carpet cleaning and hard surface cleaning for years. Once that yellow truck pulled up in the driveway, I knew I was in great hands. The techs always show up on time. They're professional. When they can come in and do a deep clean like this, it's such a relief. I've told my neighbors, my friends, no hesitation, absolutely make it home.
Whether it's a sofa, a bed, or a comfy recliner, kick back, relax, and save.
During our Put Your Feet Up sale, save 45 to 65% off store-wide. With no interest if paid in full within 24 months. Plus, an additional 10% off select brands like Lazy Boy, Bernhardt, and more.
This week at Darwin, kick back,
Relax.
and save. The Put Your Feet Up sale.
Through Monday at Darwin.
The original and Sriracha shrimp nibblers are back in White Castle. Just look at that shrimp vanilla flavor. Perfectly crispy, oh so tasty, and Sriracha. Try the original and Sriracha shrimp nibblers today, only at White Castle.
I've devoted my career as a surgeon to one thing: curing cancer. At City of Hope, more than 1,600 cancer specialists are working towards breakthrough discoveries, impacting over 100 million lives every year, personalizing treatments right down to your DNA. And though I'm proud to be part of a team that's revolutionizing cancer care here in northeastern Illinois, what I'm most proud of is giving you hope.
38 years. That's how long Mary Flowers has been in Springfield, and she's out of touch. Flowers voted against common sense gun safety laws. She voted against strengthening access to abortion care. Flowers, out of touch, ineffective. 38 years is plenty enough for Mary Flowers. The better choice? Mike Crawford.
I'm Mike Crawford, an educator who'll take on the gun lobby. I'm supported by workers and Planned Parenthood.
And my mama, she still pays my rent. Oh my God.
Carpet at the Oscars preview. Saturday on ABC.
Maestro. Oh, Maestro. Maestro!
Parenthood.
On March 19th, Mike Crawford for a new future.
Tomorrow is Oscar Sunday on ABC. Which stars are most likely to win? And hear from host Jimmy Kimmel. Plus the nominees' early roles before they were stars. Don't miss On the Red Carpet at the Oscars preview. Saturday on ABC 7.
We're back with Kenyon, and we're talking about the films nominated for Best Picture and where to see them before this weekend's Oscars. All right, what's next?
And you can see most of them. That's the cool thing. And Maestro is next. This is Bradley Cooper, and this is really popular. It's in theaters. It's on Netflix, and you can watch it. This is one that does again benefit from the big screen. I have to say, when he finally conducts years for 6 minutes, as he said, he sells
and the sound probably
right.
Really
yeah, of course. And Carey Mulligan also is fabulous.
Fantastic, and a very complex part.
Oh, for sure. Tell us about Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, I really want you to see it on the big screen. I saw this in IMAX, and I saw it a second time on a smaller screen. There is nothing like seeing Cillian Murphy 4 stories high, just saying.
Wow.
It's not so much the explosion itself, but this is the one to see in theaters. Now, keep in mind, these movies go away right after Oscars. So if you're going to take my recommendation, let's see it in theaters very soon. It's also streaming on Peacock, and you can rent or buy on most services. But that would be my bid. If you see one in theaters, make it that one.
All right, one of my favorites, Past Lives.
I love this movie.
I love it
We
too.
sobbed.
We
We
cried.
really loved it.
Yeah.
The director told me that she was sitting with her first love from Korea, with her current husband in Brooklyn, and she suddenly thought, this is a movie.
Wow.
Now, when you go see Past Lives, you see the moment of conception.
It's incredible.
And where can we watch that?
It's on most services and streaming too on Paramount Plus and on Showtime. And that's the one where I'm really going to recommend take it on faith and go see it.
And bring some tissues.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What about Poor Things?
Poor Things was my #1 most favorite of last year. Yes, it was. Emma Stone in a career-defining performance.
She's incredible. She really is.
I told her at the premiere, this film is bonkers. And she says, yeah, but it's good bonkers. She didn't disagree.
It's good bonkers.
It's visually stunning. It's only in theaters. Go see it while you can.
And Mark Ruffalo.
Yes,
I thought
absolutely.
Mark Ruffalo is maybe my favorite performance of all time.
And can we just say, just briefly, the sexiest movie?
Yes,
of
of course.
content.
Sure
So we
is.
went on that.
Okay, and lastly, zone of interest.
Well, I knew it was coming on the show, so this was actually the last movie that I hadn't seen. Saw it over the weekend.
Yeah, we saw it.
And it is a movie, I think you'll agree, that you invest the time in, and it gets great rewards. There have been many movies made about the Holocaust. This is unusual in that it focuses in on the commandant of Auschwitz and his family living normal, bountiful lives,
their best lives
with a garden and so forth.
Yes.
And it focuses on them, and it ends with a power. I will not give it away, but it ends towards the end is the present day. And that contrast between what we've seen, it's leisurely, give it some time, give it your heart and soul.
Yeah.
Am I wrong here?
No, interesting camera angles that you never see in a film. No, not your conventional way that you would see it.
No, I keep telling everyone, I'm like, it is a departure from the typical Holocaust film.
Completely.
And it's
powerful.
And it's somehow even worse. I mean, that's the thing.
Yes,
I mean,
beautiful.
It's a beautiful,
and
incredible
and you don't
film.
see that. Yep.
But the story is horrible and devastating.
And we should tell you that it is available on most services, but you must buy it at this point.
Okay.
And I'm recommending you do that. It's also in theaters.
Sandy, thank you so much.
This was great.
Great.
Check out Sandy on Disney's syndicated show on the red carpet. Looking forward to Oscar coverage as well. Thank you. All right, we'll be right back. If you would like to know more about anything you see on Live, log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com. All the days
Comments.
So wait a minute. You have to buy the zone of interest. You can't rent it. I've never heard of a movie that you have to buy, but you can't rent. You can always do both.
All about the films and where to see them before.
Mother and daughter together. But all I could think about it. Is I tried to keep my daughter from being an actress, and here she is, the gift the universe gave her. So the motto is, no matter what gives the universe.
Is who is frustrated, so he decides to write a different kind of.
Okay, I hate it when they do this. They tell you the fucking plot. Available to rent and buy on Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV. But what they also don't say is that it's free with an MGM Plus subscription. American Fiction, if you have MGM Plus,
and it is in
is
theaters.
free. And what you could do is you could probably subscribe to MGM Plus for a month and just pay a monthly fee. And in addition to seeing American Fiction, enjoy everything else that there's on the thing. But they don't say that. They don't tell you that. So now I don't know if you could subscribe monthly to MGM Plus or if it's got to be a year subscription. Most of them do. Actually, they all do monthly subscriptions. Only a few of them will give you a discount if you do a year subscription. So at least you can subscribe to MGM Plus for a month and pay whatever. I don't know what it is, $5.99, $7.99, $11.99. So if you're gonna pay $8 to rent this movie, you might as well just pay an extra $5 or $6. Get MGM Plus for a month and see if there's anything else on that streaming service that you want to watch.
as his sister. It's excellent if you
I
haven't
love that
seen
movie,
it.
yeah.
You can rent or buy it on most services, and it is in theaters still.
Oh,
As
yeah,
most
great
of
film.
these are.
Yeah, we saw it. Next is Anatomy of a...
Three people left in the world who haven't seen it. Where can they see it?
Well, you can see it. It's streaming on Max. It's available on most services, but I'm going to use the time on Barbie to make a plea to see it in theaters as I did. And then you can witness while you're watching the movie the very interesting conversations between couples.
Yes.
Now, a couple of couples broke up after seeing the movie. Well, having seen it with them, I can see why that is.
That's
it's fascinating.
The Holdovers.
Holdovers, Paul Giamatti. If there is one person who's going to sneak in there for Best Actor, Paul Giamatti, a beloved figure, the performance of a lifetime, as a master at a New England boarding school, forced to spend the Christmas holidays with a group of misfit students.
Yes, by the incredible Alexander Payne, who's just an amazing director.
And Divine Joy Randolph has won just about everything
She's
as the kitchen worker who's with them, and she's terrific. See that in various places, most services, but also it's streaming on Peacock.
Oh, great. Okay, what about Killers of a Flower Moon? Mark just saw that on the plane.
On the plane, yeah. It was a long flight.
Yes, a long movie.
That works out for you.
Yes, I loved it.
And of course, Lily Gladstone, the favorite to win for Best Actress. This is also in theaters. It's streaming on Apple TV Plus, and it's purchased on other services, but you can still see it. It is important in so many ways. Lily is the first Native American actress ever to be nominated in the lead category, and she's fantastic.
Yes, she really is.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a commercial break, but we have more with Sandy Kenyon. Where to watch this year's Oscar-nominated films when we return.
Monday, live from Hollywood, a special after Oscar performance.
Who's with them, and she's misfit student. Who's with them, and she's terrific. See that in various places, most services, but also it's streaming on Peacock.
Oh, great. Okay, what about Killers of a Flower Moon? Mark just saw that on the plane.
On the plane, yeah. It was a long flight.
Yes, a long movie, long flight.
Yes, I loved it.
And of course,
Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon.
it's streaming on Peacock.
Oh, great. Okay, what about Killers of a Flower Moon? Mark just saw that on the plane.
On the plane, yeah. It was a long flight.
Yeah. Peacock, and you can rent or buy on most.
Then we'll leave you with an
Shop our expanded family of products at major online retailers.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a toll on my body. I take Cunol turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Cunol, the brand I trust.
My favorite memory from the Oscars, man, there's so many great things, the red carpet, the show, but I think what stands out to me is the after Oscar show that we do every single year is the best.
Here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest. Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
If you have to get up super early, like before 6 a.m. to host an after Oscar show, you need someone like Kelly Ripa by your side. That makes it awesome.
What a liar. On Monday's show, we will be live from the Dolby Theater in Hollywood for our after Oscar show, right where the Academy Awards just occurred, with special guest Sebastian Maniscalco
And a performance by Andy Grammer.
Mark and I will be backstage talking with all the winners the moment after they leave the Academy Awards stage.
And Jesse Palmer will be reporting from the red carpet.
Plus, Elaine Welteroth will be giving us a fashion roundup. I like having her there.
Yeah, and much more.
So we'll see you then, everybody.
lost Illinois Medicaid? Healthcare.gov is here for you.
Where can we find a low-cost health plan?
What about a plan that covers doctor visits?
A judge overturned the ruling. Still, Burke says she did nothing wrong. Burke will take us backward. That's why Cook County Democrats endorsed Clayton Harris, a former prosecutor. Harris will stand up for safety and justice. Clayton Harris, the Democrat for state's attorney.
Going block by block. That's how we'll make property taxes more fair. That's what Larry Rogers Jr. is doing, hosting hundreds of community meetings to give residents a say, leading efforts to reform and modernize assessments, to hold politicians accountable, and help fight unfair tax bills, no matter where you live. Senator Dick Durbin, Congresswoman Robin Kelly, Attorney General Kwame Raoul, and local leaders agree. Larry Rogers Jr. is the best choice for Cook County Board of Review.
Miami Beach cracks down on spring breakers. Next in some edition.
The View starts live right now.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Emotional state. The co-hosts are breaking down whether President Biden delivered on a State of the Union, where he addressed an age-old problem.
When you get to be my age, some things become clearer than ever.
Confronted conservatives.
Oh, you don't like that bill, huh?
Had moments that lacked decorum, and ended on a dramatic Republican response that had everything and the kitchen sink.
Our country can do better.
Then, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer
I like meeting women out in the wild.
Jesus Christ. Oh. So much fucking shit here.
She is one of the
Like and
most
subscribe. Love you very much.
magnificent
Congratulations to all the winners, and a big tongue up Kelly Ripa's butthole because I like chocolate with vanilla swirl, bitch. Oh, and I farted on